Today, we'll be discussing how Fujirebio's Alzheimer's blood test marks a pivotal shift in neurodiagnostics and represents a game-changing strategic asset for Fujifilm. In this series, we leverage our unique vantage point at the intersection of healthcare, life sciences, and medtech to provide deal-specific insights that matter most to you. So if you're interested in deals, diagnostics, the digital health revolution, or just want to better understand the business of healthcare, make sure to subscribe to our channel. So without further ado, let's dive right in. The recent clearance by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration of the first-ever blood test for Alzheimer's disease marks a milestone in neurodiagnostics. This achievement carries profound implications for patients, payers, and the diagnostic industry at large. Developed by Fujirebio, a global leader in vitro diagnostics and a wholly owned subsidiary of Fujifilm, the test represents both a scientific breakthrough and a strategic economic lever in the evolving Alzheimer's market. Unlike current standards of care, which rely on either PET imaging or cerebrospinal fluid assays, both of which are highly invasive and cost-intensive, Fujirebio's test offers a simple, scalable, accessible solution to detect phosphorylated tau or 𝗕𝗟𝗢𝗢𝗡, a key biomarker of Alzheimer's pathology. By enabling earlier diagnosis in primary care and outpatient settings, the test supports a paradigm shift toward preventive, personalized neurology that aligns with global value-based care trends. Fujirebio Due Diligence Snapshot. As part of our Deal Profile series, we briefly highlight the key elements of our due diligence process. Our analysis of Fujirebio's Alzheimer's test reveals several key strengths. First, track record. Fujirebio has a decades-long history in biomarker discovery, especially in oncology and neurology. It pioneered tau protein and amyloid beta assays in CSF, building credibility in neurodegeneration diagnostics. Second, platform strength. The Alzheimer's blood test runs on Fujirebio's fully automated LumiPulse G1-00 immunoassay platform. This platform is already in widespread use across Asia and Europe and is now expanding in the US. This reduces go-to-market friction and supports seamless integration into existing lab infrastructure. Third, regulatory strategy. The company's ability to achieve de novo marketing authorization from the FDA for a Class II diagnostic device demonstrates regulatory sophistication and opens a path for future biomarker-based diagnostics in neurodegeneration and beyond. Fourth, strategic value to Fujifilm. The Alzheimer's diagnostic represents a high-impact strategic asset for Fujifilm. It strengthens its healthcare revenue streams, particularly as it pivots from imaging to biopharma and diagnostics. It also allows Fujifilm to capitalize on aging demographics in the US, EU, and Japan, where Alzheimer's prevalence is surging. Moreover, it leverages cross-sector synergies, including medical imaging, AI-driven diagnostics, and therapeutic research partnerships. And finally, it enhances enterprise value as diagnostics increasingly serve as gatekeepers for emerging Alzheimer's therapies, such as monoclonal antibodies and anti-amyloid agents. Fifth, market landscape, access strategy, and economic value. Despite recent federal funding cuts to Alzheimer's programs, there is sustained pressure from payers, caregivers, and advocacy organizations to deliver cost-effective solutions. The economic burden of Alzheimer's disease exceeds $345 billion annually in the US alone. Early detection is seen as a lever to reduce long-term, institutional, and acute care costs. Market access strategies will likely involve real-world evidence generation to support CMS and private payer coverage. The company is pursuing strategic partnerships with IDNs and academic medical centers. Health economic modeling will quantify cost offsets from delayed disease progression and optimized care pathways. And key opinion leader and advocacy engagement will drive clinical guideline inclusion. Real-world evidence from comparable neurodiagnostics suggests that early diagnosis may yield up to 1.5 quality-adjusted life years gained per patient, with associated reductions in hospitalization and long-term care, translating to 10,000 to $20,000 in potential per-patient cost savings. Conclusion: Fujirebio's blood-based Alzheimer's test offers a compelling clinical and economic value proposition. As a strategic asset, it strengthens Fujifilm's healthcare portfolio while opening new diagnostic frontiers in neurodegeneration. In a constrained funding environment, this innovation not only meets an urgent clinical need, but sets the foundation for a more equitable, efficient, and proactive Alzheimer's care model globally. We hope you found this overview of Fujirebio and its Alzheimer's blood test to be informative. Stay tuned for more insights on transformative healthcare innovations in our Deal Profile series. Thanks for watching.